Hello. So, usually I talk about my mommy makeover, but lately, or today, I'm just not even going to talk about it. I might talk about it a little bit, but that's not going to be the focus, so we're going to talk about other things, like the chaos that is my life. So, I currently am sitting in the corner of my couch because this is probably the only place in my entire living room where you guys won't go, are you living in a freaking junk pile? Because at the moment, I'm living in a junk pile. It's crazy up in here. This is part of my stress. So, like I said, I don't even know how far out I am right now from surgery. I think I'm 10 and a half weeks, and I'm still swollen right now. I'm kind of struggling, feeling like I look like shit. But I'll probably make a video tomorrow and talk about that. And I think that stress is part of what makes me feel that way. So, you see, my hair is like in this cray bun. I can't tell you when the last time I did anything to my hair is, which sucks when I do that because it's hard to recover from. I was in the middle of eating, but I made some pickled deviled eggs last night, and they take about a week or two to get ready, but I've probably eaten half of them already because they're delicious, and I think I said I made pickled deviled eggs. I made pickled eggs. So I made deviled eggs with the pickled eggs, which aren't even ready, but they are quite delicious. So I made 4 of those using 2 whole eggs. I ate 3 of them, and then I made a hamburger and I ate half of that. Like, I don't know why I think I can eat that much food, but it never happens. So I have a plate of food next to me, a half-eaten plate of food, mind you. So this is a medium boiled deviled egg with Dijon mustard, mayonnaise, a little garlic salt, some rainbow peppercorns, a tiny bit of anchovy paste. I forgot to put Worcestershire sauce in there, but I put anchovy paste in there. This is a hamburger. It's actually an Angus beef burger that comes frozen from Costco. I put some mayonnaise on there, Dijon mustard, some pickled onions, some bread and butter pickles. There's some sharp cheddar cheese on there, and it is on Sola bread, which is a low carb bread, but it's making a giant mess. I'm usually a very neat and tidy eater, and I don't do this, but it's the way of the world right now. So, why am I so stressed? So last week was my nursing school orientation, which was done via Zoom. I'm in 2 group chats now. One was like an original group chat, and it was like those of us that were on top of stuff, we started seeking each other out. We started finding other people who would come to the program. And then the other one was like everybody else got forcibly added to the chat. And of course they can leave, but we added them to it by name. So that group, oh, bless their hearts, I think they're going to have a hard time in nursing school. So we're going to see how many of them make it through nursing school. But they drive me nuts. They drive me insane. So I try not to pay attention to that chat, but like I'm a weirdo, control freak, type A person. So it's like, it's hard for me not to read that chat and read the other chat and do this and that. I think I'm having like 8 private conversations with people. My house is a wreck. So let me show you one of the many things that's going on right now. So I'm just gonna rotate do you see that fridge that's next to my TV? Oh yeah, and that doorway right there, it goes to my laundry room. So why is there is that weird to just look at my body? Why is there a fridge in my living room blocking my laundry room door? Well, you see, I bought a new fridge. Hold on, I'm gonna show you my kitchen. Oh God, it's a wreck. Okay, let's see here. I bought a new fridge. This is way harder than I thought it was gonna be. I'm kind of sucking. All right, let's try. Nope. Well, you can't see it. Screw that. You'll have to see it another day. I bought a new fridge. It's a nice fridge. I got it for pretty darn cheap. And the fridge that I have is a super old, God, I'm sorry guys. The fridge I have is like a super old, you just saw it. Who knows how old it is. It might be as old as this house almost. But I got a fancy new fridge, and so I did something dumb, and I left the old fridge in place, and the new fridge was in what we call the front room. So it's like the very front of the house, whereas the kitchen is in the middle of the house. So I carried food from the new fridge to the old fridge. No, sorry, other way. From the old fridge to the new fridge to load it up. Then I was like, and then I figured out that everything doesn't even fit from the old fridge in the new fridge, because apparently the old fridge has a freezer the size of Mexico, and the new fridge has a freezer the size of Honduras, so it's not equitable in size. So I was like, well, crap, I'm gonna have to keep my old fridge for a little while. Plus, I thought it might be good for things like beer and pickling things and cheese, because I have a friend who is a cheesemonger and she makes all sorts of cheeses and brings them to me. And I run out of room in my fridge for stuff, so that would be cool. Put protein drinks, fizzy waters, etc. in it. So my daughter and my daughter is 5'2" and about 110 pounds. So we moved this behemoth fridge and we're going to put it into the laundry room. So like, I cleared the shelves that were in there out of there. I rearranged the laundry room. I took a bunch of shit out of the laundry room, put new stuff in there. Like, I'm digging the laundry room, by the way, other than the fact that it's hideously it's floral wallpaper in there. There's no light in there, so I can't actually show you guys. And even if I could, I can't figure out how to use the damn tripod, so fuck it. So we're gonna go put it in, and I was like, man, I think this fridge might be too big. And she's like, no, I think it's okay. And I was like, nah, I don't think it's gonna fit. So we stopped, grab a tape measure, and the fridge is 30.25 inches, and the doorway is 30 inches on the dot. So fridge is 30.25, doorway is 30. Doesn't fit. So we back it up, and I'm tired at this point, so we just plug it in where it's at, which was at the time, the empty fish tank. Okay, so then we decided we're gonna push the other fridge from the front room into the kitchen. Well, the guy who did my tile, super duper cheap, also a crackhead. Don't have crackheads do the tile in your house. It will end up so unbelievably uneven. So it's got twisty, like stabilizer feet on it, and they kept catching on the lips of the tile, and so we kept having to do crazy stuff. Well, it gets between the front room and the dining room, and can't get it to move, and it's stuck in a very large doorway, but it's stuck. And so I go to the back side, and I go to push it, and I shove it real hard, and it starts to like topple forward. I start screaming, my daughter jumps up out of the way and like doesn't even know what to do, just goes, oh God. And I hear glass come flying out of the fridge and shatter, and so, but we're stuck behind this fridge, so we have to run all the way back around the house to where the fridge is at. And it was one of my old school Vita pint glasses that I've had for, 15 years, but whatever. And then this is what I was mad about. I'd made hamburgers for dinner, and it was a Pyrex container with 3 freshly made hamburgers that shattered and broke. I was like, God damn it, my fucking hamburgers. So I was pretty mad about that. So the kid and I managed to somehow get that refrigerator in place in the kitchen. And then I go to open the left-hand door, and I realize that it doesn't actually open because the trim for the pantry door is in the way. It opens partially. So I think it was later that day, so now I have to eat all the frozen food because I want to get this old fridge out of my living room. And so I've got to make enough room in the freezer that I can get the old fridge out. And so so I'm eating all the frozen stuff that's in there. So like I have frozen like from when I used to go into an office to go to work, I have like some frozen meals. I have meal prep stuff that's still in there frozen. And it's freeze burnt as hell, but I am super frugal and maybe halfway a hoarder. And so I don't throw that kind of stuff away. I will eat it even if it doesn't taste fabulous, because I spent money and time and energy on it. And if I don't eat that, my dog is hitting the tripod. She's probably sniffing up ketchup I dropped when I was showing my burger. Oh, there she goes. Okay, she just walked under it. And so I noticed the sour cream was sweating, and I had noticed the day that the guys put the fridge in the front room that there were some condensation droplets like in the back, and I was like, man, that's weird. Like, it is a low-cost Chinese-made, manufactured, Chinese brand refrigerator, which has very interesting instructions, by the way. The translation was very loose. And so I thought, well, God, maybe this fridge is just crappy, even though I had really good reviews. So I was kind of upset about that. And then something dawned on me. Like, I started looking at the doors, and I realized, so it's a French door refrigerator. Okay, so it's got 2 doors like this, right? And they open. You have to open one side first and then the other one. Well, when this one opens, there's a bar that when the door is like this, it seals the 2 together. But when you open it, that bar kind of flops into place. So like, say this is, I'm not even gonna try this, never mind. Because I'm gonna just fuck it up because I just gave you one example and then I'm trying to change it. So anyway, so that bar is not catching in the track to flip open. So what's happened is, since it's been plugged in, that bar was not sealing doors, so hot air was getting in the fridge and cold air was coming out, and that's why there was that condensation in there. So the solution is, the fridge came with some washers, but you are supposed to pop them in from the side with a pair of pliers. The side that needs to come up, the left side, has zero hope of coming up, or have me putting pliers in there at the moment because it's against the trim for the pantry. So that's got to come out. The trim for the, and I'm just going to take off the trim for the pantry while I'm at it, but that's got to come out, and it's going to be a 2-for deal. I just haven't had the energy to deal with it yet. Yesterday I started looking for a planner for my nursing program. I'm gonna show it to you. Michael's has, it's their teachers and students, planners and something are 50% off, okay? So I had done some research, and people really liked the Happy Planner. So I ended up getting this one. It's the teacher edition, which, and yeah, in my opinion, it's not really teacher-esque. I've been a teacher. There's like one thing back here that's checklist. It's kind of teacher-esque. But I ended up getting this bad boy for $22. And then I found a bunch of like add-on stuff, which I probably don't need, but I bought anyway for like 50% off. And some stuff I found for 75% off, like a Christmas kit. Like, I don't even know what month it is anymore, July. Anyway, hopefully I'll make a video and show you guys all this fun stuff that I may or may not ever use. And then I went and got my daughter one today as well. The other thing I did is I went to the fish tank store, and I got this fish tank. I don't know if you can hear it on this video. I'm gonna show it to you maybe. That fish tank right there has been sitting there since before I had surgery. I think I ordered it beginning of May. So it's been sitting there empty. May, June, July, for like 3 months. So finally, I went today and I got rocks and I got sand and I got water. Well, water came in 5-gallon buckets. 5-gallon buckets. So a gallon of water is 8 pounds. That's 40 pounds per bucket plus the weight of the bucket. Okay, so my kid again weighs 110 pounds and she's trying to help me. And that bucket is a high percentage of her body weight. So, but the good news is we got all 6 buckets in the house. We put water in the fish tank. And it is currently clarifying and running and being filtered. It looks a lot clearer now than it did. I have no lights for it, so I need to work on getting some lights for it. I have no test equipment for it, so I need to get some test equipment for it. Although I do have a salinity checker, a refractometer. I think it's a refractometer. Yes. These are just random things on my couch. Do you notice that? Like, I reached to the side and I found food. I reached the side, I found a planner. I reached the side, I found a refractometer. I got a work laptop, a tape measure. Over here's the filter. It's nonstop right now. And so, yeah, I gotta get all that stuff. Lights, as it turns out, are really effing expensive. So I've been spending a lot of money. I've got to slow that down. So the other thing, my living room is absolutely nuts because in my laundry room there was this cabinet, and the cabinet didn't do like good other than serve to whack the corner into your temple every now and again. And so finally I decided that I was going to take that sucker out of there. And so I got up on a step stool, and again my child helped me, and I unscrewed it, and she caught it as it came down. Thank goodness. She had a pretty good hold of it. So it was screwed into the wall and then nailed into the wall. So I kind of had to like leverage, pry it out of the wall, and then there was a 2x4 under it, so I had to pull that 2x4 out. And those are in my living room, because why would they not be? So let's see, I'm gonna show you guys those. This is, okay, let me figure out how to work this. Remember I got this like rig? Check that out, I fucking did it. I took it off the tripod. Okay, so this is the cabinet that was in there. Let me show you guys how filthy it is. Of course, here's my vacuum. Why? Because when I was cleaning up the laundry room, I spilled the OxiClean powder, and so it's everywhere. So here is the lovely cabinets. Can you see that? They're nice and green. The lighting in my living room is atrocious. I'm gonna do all the electrical work at once. So I just want you to look at the filth on the top of this cabinet. God only knows when the last time that thing got wiped off was. So here's some empty Home Depot buckets from the fishies. I need to find a storage location for them called, not my living room, but we just did this. Here's the refrigerator. This, by the way, this magnet, was on my fridge. It was like around the side, tucked between the wall and the fridge. My daughter found it, so I thought that was interesting. So here's the laundry room that has no lights. So, yep, that's real informative, isn't it? But I put shelves in there and there's no longer a cabinet. And the fish tank. Okay, so look at this mess. Like, this is all crap that came out of the laundry room. I just pulled it out and like threw it in here, minus those are the lids to the saltwater buckets. So, and there's just crap. Here's aquarium crap. Here's the cart we use to bring in the saltwater buckets, but it doesn't have a home yet because I just rearranged the laundry room. I assume that these all need to go out in the garbage. I have no idea. I went to the Asian store today and I bought nori because I want to eat mindlessly right now, and I can eat that, and it's low calorie and low carb. So anyway, the mess goes on. Oh, I also got a keto crate box, which I haven't even I haven't looked at it. I did eat the maple spice pecans out of it. They were disgusting. I didn't care for those at all. So anyway, so there's a word for this. Oh, busy. And on top of that, we're approaching annual close at work. So I'm only going to get busier, which this thing's heavy. Okay, which is going to suck because I'm just going to get busier and busier. And then school starts next month as well. And so I'm probably going to end up losing my mind at some point in the near future would be my best guess. But I will talk about surgery more, hopefully, like I said, tomorrow. But I'm so busy. I'm so busy at work, too, right now. That's the other problem, is work is mega busy. But anyway, I just wanted to check in with you guys and say hi and bitch and moan and complain. So thanks for listening. You can see my pickled eggs. They are on my Instagram, which is FatGirlGoneSlim79. So like my videos, subscribe. Maybe one day I'll make myself some like ending credit card pop-up screens and an intro. This one girl who I saw her planner, she had great ones. I was like, damn, how come I can't do that? Well, did you see the state of my living room? I can't clean my living room either. So how am I going to make pop-up planner start and finish things? I need that girl to come to my house and help me. Anyway, okay, so Fat Girl Gone Slim 79, like my videos, subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Goodbye.